What's up, all you Kevins? I have a cool video for you today. This is a Saleen Coupe, one of only a very few. We're gonna find out the exact number in a minute, 57 or 59. Which is it? Well, we'll see. But this car, owned by a gentleman here, amazing. The paint is probably coming through the camera. The red is shining like no other. I absolutely love this car. One day, I'm gonna have him sell it to me. We're gonna find out more about it, so stay tuned.
You may have seen this picture that has the Saleen lineup with the SSC in the front, the hatchback, the convertible, and then Steve leaning against this car with Liz, number 184. So this car was press car. All right, thank you, Lance. Larry Hill from Asheville, North Carolina. Going to be talking Saleens a little bit here, specifically about this Saleen Coupe, 1989, number 184. Ever since I was a young man out of college, when Saleens were first introduced, I've been in the pursuit of Saleens, and I've had several over the years. SSC, SC, 351, still have a few, but I would have to say the Saleen Coupe ranks as one of my favorites. One of 59 Saleen Coupes in the Foxbody body style from 87 to 93. This car has been restored. It's completely stock, other than the 5-spoke 3-piece sterns that are on the car that I've added with the flat polished lips. Like the look of the sterns. They're popular with the Saleen community. They were sold through the Saleen catalog and also used on a few of the exclusive Foxbody cars. I particularly like this color combination because it's the bright red, and Ford likes various shades of reds during the Foxbody era, but I've always liked the bright red, but it's also paired with the sand beige interior for this coupe. So if you look inside, you'll see the flow fit interior in sand beige. Saleen upgraded the seats, upgraded the steering wheel with a Momo wheel, upgraded the stereo, which I still have the stock one, not in the car, but I do have it. Pioneer unit, upgraded the instrument panel, the speedometer, the shift knob, the door panels. So this car has, I believe, right at 74,000 miles now. I did drive it here to pits for the show. Even though at this point I would say it's a fairly valuable Foxbody Saleen, I do still like to get it out and stretch its legs. So now number 184 was actually used by Saleen in their promotional material for the 1989 year. And for those of you that may have the Saleen book or seen any promo material for that year, you may have seen this picture that has the Saleen lineup with the SSC in the front, the hatchback, the convertible, and then Steve leaning against this car with Liz, number 184. So this car was press car. You know, when I think about the Foxbody Mustang, and you know, my very first car in high school was a 68 Mustang Notchback. And when I think about where the Foxbody Mustangs are, you know, you see history, you know, repeating itself in many ways in the Mustang generations. You know, when the Mustang first came out, the fastback wasn't necessarily the most desirable car either. But now that's completely flipped. You also see where early Mustangs or early Shelbys, you know, it used to be that stock was the only way to go. Now you see really well done modified cars in the early cars, and now you're starting to see with the Foxbody cars command some value. The notchbacks, I really believe, you know, with the aftermarket taking hold of the Mustang and the Foxbody era, you know, a few bolt-ons go faster. The notchbacks were the lightest. They became the fastest. They also became probably the most worn out. And so finding a Foxbody notchback with low miles, good condition, really commands a premium these days. You know, you take that and then, you know, add the Saleen brand to it, and you get, you know, at this point in time, a really valuable Foxbody Mustang. So, I mean, if we could all go back, you know, 10, 15 years, find those clean, low-mile notchbacks, you know, woulda, shoulda, coulda. But
are you on the hunt for any more Saleen Coupes? Is it something that's got you?
Not really Saleen Coupes. You know, I've had, you know, several Saleens over the years that I wish I had probably held on to a little bit longer. But you know, my taste now, I've moved a little bit more into the four eyes for the Mustangs. I really feel they're kind of the last, you know, horizon for folks to get into maybe a nice low mile Foxbody at a somewhat reasonable price. And so my latest has been actually a low mile 82 GT. And so just try to find one of those right now. An 82 GT T-top, very hard to find. And again, who would have thought that a few years ago? So anyway, I've got a 351 Saleen. I'm always kind of looking for what's going to be kind of the next thing. So, you know, let's say 3 years ago I said, hey, maybe a 93 Lightning. So I found a very low mile 93 Lightning. And so here we go with the Lightnings, kind of picking up where the Cobra, you know, started accelerating a few years ago. So all of a sudden, you know, I remember people saying, you're paying $25,000 or $30,000 for a Lightning, you must be crazy. Check out the prices for low mile Lightning trucks right now, and they're starting to take off. So, you know, I'm probably just a 80s, 90s, you know, creature from that era, that generation, and specifically with the blue oval. So,
well, the car is gorgeous. Thank you so much for bringing it.
Sure thing.
It's a better combination than the red and gold, and I really appreciate you bringing it because the Saleen Coupe is one of my absolute favorites. You bringing that car as well as one of the other cars here that we've talked about, one of the SAC cars,
right,
as well as the GT40, which we haven't even talked about.
Right.
Amazing cars. We're going to get out to your place. We're going to do a full video.
Okay.
We look forward to doing that. Thanks again for being on the podcast.
Thanks so much, Lance. Appreciate it.
Special thanks to our sponsors for today's Mustang Story video, Kenny Brown Performance and National Parts Depot. Go online on their websites, check them out. They both have free offers. Kenny Brown Performance offers a free 15-minute consultation one-on-one to find out about how to increase your performance on your car. And National Parts Depot, the only parts company out there that still puts out a free full-color catalog for all your Foxbody, all Mustangs up to 2004. So go check them out as well at mpdlink.com or kennybrown.com. And thanks again for sponsoring Foxbody FX Mustang Stories.